Happy day after Christmas. Hello everyone, Semi-Retired-Bob here. I talk about the carnivore diet, all things related to the carnivore diet, and miscellaneous odds and ends. Today, just a quick little video. I've been out here walking every day, but haven't really recorded much because it's been, as you can see, it's kind of gray and yucky out here. That's just the way it is this time of year, but it's not bad. I mean, it's 38 degrees right now, which makes it pretty nice. I'd really rather be wearing my other coat, but the coat with my Ohio State Buckeyes logo on it upsets the YouTube copyright material checker, so I'll just wear the orange one, zipped down a bit. But if you're new to the channel, welcome. I'm glad you're here. What you're watching is you're watching me walk. I know that doesn't seem super exciting until you realize that 2.5 years ago, I couldn't do this. I could barely stand for a couple minutes without severe pain. Now I'm out here walking every day. If you're returning to the channel, it means a lot to me that you spend just a few moments of your day with me. I would like everyone to help me out just a little bit. Drop down in the comments and say, "Hi, Bob." Hit that thumbs up button. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please consider subscribing. All these things are absolutely free and help me get the word out that it's never too late to change your life. I'm 61 years old, and I'm doing things I couldn't do when I was 40, like out here walking every day. But because it's the day after Christmas, people are starting to think about their New Year's resolutions. And this is the week that everybody really starts digging into what they might want to do after the first of the year. And I've talked about this before, but I felt it was worth talking about again today because of the time of year it is, and talk about organ meats. And all of the people out there pushing these organ meat supplements. Now, do I think organ meats are bad? No. Do I think organ meat supplements are bad? Not really. Depending on how they're made, of course. I don't eat organ meats. I don't feel I need to eat organ meats. If you really want to be safe and making sure that you're getting complete nutrition, maybe you want to have a little bit of organ meat. But the mistake that people make with these organ meats and organ meat supplements, I think that you're doing too much. You're having too much of it. If we want to eat the species-appropriate, species-specific diet that people have always talked about in this carnivore space, or some of the other spaces, ancestral eating and all that kind of stuff. Well, if you think about it, let's say there's a tribe of, I don't know how big the tribe is. Let's say you got a tribe of 100 people, which is about what it would take to devour one of the old large ruminant animals. Might even take 150 people to eat. Let's say they took down a woolly mammoth, and that was going to be the tribe's food. What's the predominant meat that's in there? The muscle meat and its associated fat. Were there organs? Yes. But if you were to eat divide it all up. Let's say you had to have the organ meat. If you divided it all up amongst the tribe, you'd get a very small piece of organ meat. So if you're one of these people that likes liver, I personally don't like liver, so I don't have any problems with it. You can have my share, that's fine. But, the example I've used before, if you're one person and you butcher a whole cow and take everything edible and throw it in your freezer, and then decide, oh, because it's so good, I'm going to have a little piece of organ meat with every meal. For the amount of food you get out of a whole cow, you get a very tiny piece of organ meat every day. So again, I'm not bashing organ meat. I'm not saying that it's not good for you. But I am saying I think too much organ meat can be bad for you. Now, I'm not a scientist or a nutritionist or anything else. I'm just an old retired truck driver. But I do firmly believe that one of the reasons a certain influencer that talks about needing carbohydrates in the form of fruits and honey, I believe he got into trouble with his electrolytes because he wasn't actually in trouble with his electrolytes. He was eating too much organ meat, which gave him copper toxicity, which can be, I'm not saying it is, but can be a problem if you eat too many organ meats. And what is too many? I don't know. You have to judge that for yourself. But what I'm saying here is that, if you want to eat organ meats, that's okay. But keep it to an appropriate amount. Like I said, it was going to be a short video today. But it is the day after Christmas. For those of you that are feeling a little stiff and sore today, don't be so surprised. You ate the crap, and now you feel like crap. I didn't eat anything I wasn't supposed to yesterday. I just had a great big roast. I did cook it a little different this time. So I thought I'd give you a quick... I didn't take any footage of it because I wasn't sure how it was going to look or come out. But what I did is I took a big chuck roast and I cut it in half lengthwise, giving myself 2 roughly 1 pound chuck steaks. And then I put a stick of butter in the cast iron and fried them up like steaks. Normally, I've tried it that way before without the butter, and they came out a little on the tough side. Adding the stick of butter to let them sit there and sizzle in the butter, oh, they came out really, really good. Nice and tender. They practically fell apart as I was cutting them up to eating them. So, am I saying that's a good way to cook your roasts? I don't know. Maybe I just got lucky. But it was a pretty good Christmas dinner. 2 pounds of chuck steak, which was 2 pounds of chuck roast cut in half to make 2 steaks. But, yeah. I hope you all had a fabulous Christmas. I know I did. I just sat in the house and watched Christmas movies all day yesterday. I, of course, got out for a walk. I'm hoping, it's been really foggy for the last several nights. I'm hoping to get out sometime this week during the evening after it gets dark and see the Christmas lights. But it's been so foggy, the Christmas lights aren't coming out on the camera right. So I'm hoping it clears off at least once before people start taking down their lights so that I can get some of that night walk in. But anyway, that's what I've got for you today, folks. Just be careful with the organ meats. Like I said, I don't think there's anything wrong with them. But as Professor K tells us, even too much water can be a problem. So just be aware of what you're eating and try to keep it in a proportional balance. That's all I'm saying today, folks. I hope some of what I said today made sense. Don't forget, get out there, be 1% better. Today, tomorrow, every day. Have a great day, folks. I'll see you in the next one.